Here we go. Alright. This is potentially the craziest idea I've had yet. Just got off at Haslau ad Donau train station, just outside Vienna. Got to Vienna airport, got on the train that everyone was getting off, going away from the city. Come 15 minutes down here, because these green signs indicate a cycle path that runs, well, most of the way along the Danube, which looks like the best place to run in Austria. So what I'm going to do is hit start on the watch and run. Oh, Apple Watch isn't working. And run to Slovakia. So the reason I got off at Haslau and Donau station, or whatever it's called, is because the cycle path starts on the north side, or before Vienna is on the north side of the river, and then crosses. There's a ferry crossing somewhere over there behind those houses where you can cross onto the south side of the river, which is what the cyclists do, and then the path carries on here, and from here to the border I think it's probably about 20 miles to Slovakia. So with this marathon idea, one of the rules of running a marathon in every country is you can't start in one and end in another and tick off two or tick off one of the countries. It has to be all within the border completely. 20 miles-ish to the border, so I'll do a bit of cutting back on myself or exploring the river, hopefully, to get up to that 26, and then at 26.3 or whatever, cross into Slovakia, and then it's another like 5k to the hotel I'm staying in. So I'm going to try and call a Bolt taxi. When I looked at home, it said it was €8. It's from the border to the hotel, so I'm going to try and do that, because I will not want to walk any more than the 26 miles today. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's see how well it goes. I don't know what a yellow helicopter means or what it's used for, but there's one of them. So yeah, the backpack is very, very heavy. I'm hoping it doesn't burst, it's full to the brim. Yeah, I can see ahead in the distance the first green sign. I'm hoping that I can figure out the German instructions or just the arrow saying this way. Straight on, all three. Yeah, I think Donau probably means Danube in some way, hopefully. I actually booked this trip last Saturday whilst in Portugal, just for myself. Kira, as you can see, is nowhere to be found. She was already organised to go over to see her parents in Ireland this weekend. So I thought, if I'm driving to Stansted Airport anyway to drop her off for a 7 a.m. flight, let's have a look at what other flights are going out around the same time. And I saw that there was a 7:30 a.m. flight going out to Vienna for £19, and then a return flight from Bratislava tomorrow for another £19. I thought, I'm booking those. That's where I've come from. The signs say carry on parallel to the road. I am expecting a right turn at some point, I think before the next town. I was guessing it was that one, but I guess not now. So I keep my eye out for the next sign. There goes the train. The S7 I was just on in the opposite direction. Why didn't I just get that the whole way? Okay. Note to self, I'm passing Rogelsbrunn, and the sign ahead says right turn here. So, in case I get lost, watch this video again and figure out where you've been. We're now just in the middle of someone's farm. The signs keep on pointing me in the right direction. So left turn we go. End of farm, entering a tiny little village. Scharndorf. Sounds lovely. Couple of roosters. Another video becoming a nature documentary. I'm walking through this little town. Got the first sign of right and left options with the green signs. Right said Vienne, 47 kilometres, so I assumed that was the wrong direction and wanted to go left, but just checked with the photo on my map and that was correct. Next set of signs coming up say right, so that is what we'll do. Not a good day for the local pool. I think that sign means the end of Scharndorf, which I'm not really sure if you need a sign for that. It seems to be quite obvious there is no more town in this direction. Yeah, we just passed 5 miles now, and body not feeling too bad so far. One thing Austria definitely seems to be a fan of is the wind turbines. This is already like the second, third, maybe fourth wind farm that I've seen in what, 5-6 miles of running. Okay, that is the first hour done. Just over 6.5 miles. Just over a quarter of the run done, which puts me in good stead for my 5-hour target for today. Just got to keep ticking along the somewhat boring farm miles. I passed a sign not too long ago. I'm pretty sure said remain 200 meters away from the turbines. I mean, I'm still on the path. But I get why they say that these things are massively intimidating. I'm actually going to speed up because this is I'm not sure if the camera will even kind of pick it up, but that is massive. I've never really been this close to one of them before, and I do not intend getting that close to one ever again. One of those rotors, or the blades, whatever you call them, if that fell off there, it was game over. Obviously I trust the Austrian engineering, but yeah, that is massive. Whew. Okay, next sign says turn right, head down there. I'm going to take the quick opportunity. Quick, I don't know who's rushing me. Probably the sun, I guess. Although he's nowhere to be seen today either. Cloud covered the whole way around. Yeah, going to have some water and electrolyte gels or something. Get a bit of energy in me. I'm not enjoying these wind turbines. I very much want to get away from here. The camera really doesn't do it justice, I don't think. I absolutely hate them. And there's another one ahead. Hopefully I turn left before I get to it. Yeah, it sounds like how cloudy and like foggy almost it is. Those arms are piercing the clouds at the top. That's how low the cloud cover is. Straight ahead, under more bloody turbines. Brilliant. Some sort of old looking archway structure over there. I'm not sure if that's historically significant or not. Also doubt the camera can really see it. Woohoo! Left turn, away from these big bastards. Yeah, that's the right path. But there are still many more big bastards in that general direction that I know we are heading in. This is just great. Who's this little guy on a tree? Doesn't like me. He was hunting for something, I think, but I guess I'm too big a meal for him. I'm at Petronel Carnuntum. The Bratislava sign says straight on, but this other Carnuntum, I'm very dyslexic. This other Carnuntum sign is now saying go left, which it has been running parallel to our Danube path. So I'm just going to check that it is definitely straight on and just kind of recalibrate as to where I am on the map. Have a sip of water and then keep going. Perfect. I've been. You can tell I'm not good at this whole filming yourself business. We've done 90 minutes now, 9.5 miles. Slow but expected pace, just gotta keep cracking on. A sign that's at about 45 degrees to the road and doesn't have the EU one on it means it's time to stop again and check the map. Yeah, check the map and it says straight on. Looks like we're going up to this town, Bad Deutsch Altenburg, which was a Legion camp in the Roman military. Sounds pretty cool. Ducks and chickens. Cool. Skinny little guys, some of them. This place has a big museum as well. Must be of some sort of importance. But I don't have the time to stop and look around today. I can see a bridge, which means we've made it further than I thought we did. We might actually get to see some river now as well. There's been a distinct lack of Danube on this Danube cycle route so far. We're just coming to the end of Bad Deutsch Altenburg. It's quite a nice town. There was some sort of like quite a large hotel with some spa facilities or something. There, we're in the middle of town. Like there are people walking around in dressing gowns and stuff. Not entirely sure. Again, might just look it up when I get in to the hotel. Yeah, we've gone just a little past halfway now, I think. A little over 2 hours. So we're on for the 4 to 5 hour mark as we go under this bridge. There we go. That's it, the only bridge for quite a few miles over this river. Lots of signs here. Oh, kind of pointing out cycle routes. I'm pretty sure from this map it means go down here and go under the bridge that way. So that is what I shall do. Pretty serious bridge. I mean, it's got to be, I think it gets quite a lot of traffic just because there aren't any other bridges for quite a while in either direction, I don't think. There is very little Danube on this Danube path so far. I'm pretty sure I've chosen one of the worst spots to run down. And by chosen, I mean this is just what it was. I think back up kind of north and west of Vienna there's a bit more along the river. I think on the north side there's more on the river. And then there's 1,000 or 2 miles of it, I guess. But on this particular bit, doesn't really live up to the Danube name that much. There we go, here's a little cut through. Let's have a quick explore. Ooh. A little bit slippy. That's peaceful. That's very, very peaceful. This does look like a bit of a path along here, but it is blocked off immediately up there, so I'll probably stick to the main road. Oh. But I'm glad I've seen the river at least. Selfie video thing. Probably hunting for a thumbnail again there, maybe. On we go. There we go. A little bit more Danube on my Danube run. It's not actually the prettiest river around here. It's very brown, very wide. I complained, but I've got a fair bit of river now. Number 9. That is my road to Bratislava. I am very, very cold now. Can't even bother to check my watch because it's under the sleeve, but I think we're somewhere between 16 and 17 miles. My hands are absolutely freezing, so I've had to wrap a glove on this hand and a sleeve on the hand holding the camera stick around my fingers for a little bit of extra protection from the wind. I think this might be kind of like the last bit of farm running, because we might now just be on this path that follows the number 9 road to the border. So yeah, I guess I'll follow it down and then check the map in a bit, turn around or see if there's anywhere I can peel off for a bit more running. But yeah, this might just be a bit of a painful slog to the finish line now, so I'm not sure how much more recording I'm going to do. It's the train again! Those beautiful trains! Next set of green signs are actually saying, don't follow the road. So I might stop here and check where they're telling me to go, check what's down here. Google Maps says about another 7 kilometres to the border. The path goes up here, away from the main road, right, then right again, then follows the main road to the border. So yeah, I've got 7.5 miles to run, 7k on the table with the actual route, so I need to dilly-dally a little bit basically. Absolutely nothing around, apart from one dude who's just gone down the path that I was contemplating going down. So I'm going to temporarily go against the brilliant guidance of my green signs. I might also be crossing the guidance of this sign. I'm hoping it just means no vehicles. That looks like a road sign more than a private property thing or anything. So I'm going to follow this guy down here, hoping that I crossed paths with him and went to go right, and then I thought, oh no, if he's gone down there, then I can go down there. So hopefully he doesn't turn around and see me following him or anything. That would be a little bit weird, but yeah, let's go. Yeah, this path wasn't massively exciting. I'm not really sure what's down that path. I could hear a chainsaw in the distance and some trees falling. And there's effectively our last necessary sign saying head up here, back towards the main road. I'm going to do a quick double back on myself, only tiny, just get an extra tiny bit of distance in, so that hopefully we meet the border on 26.2 or a little bit more. That building would be terrifying at night. We're, I think, back on the number 9 road now, heading towards Slovakia. We're on this little path on the side of the road now. I just had what I think is my last, or what I hope is my last water and energy break. Yeah, I think got, say, 5 and a bit k to go. There's probably about 4 and a bit k of path road in front of me. So I get towards the border and then just shuttle back and forth a bit if you've ever just gone for a run and then you get into your door coming home and it's 4.93k, might as well round that up to 5 and you just run up and down the street a tiny bit, or 10k, 10 miles, whatever distance it is. This is that, but just on the extreme level. Right. I can see what I think is the border down there. I've got 2 miles left to go, and it's probably half a mile down there. So I'm going to do 3/4 of a mile backwards, then turn around and just get to the finish line. This has been a long one now. Okay, we've gone past 26 miles now. Running up to the border. 26.06. So nearly there. Terrifyingly empty over there. The mist has really come down now. Oh. Green signs. Thank you for all your help today. I think I can take it from here. Right, that is 26.23, which I think is the official marathon. I'm here, for the record, which I think is still Austria. I hope so. I think the border is up here a little bit. So yeah, challenge done. We'll just let the watch go for a little bit. Alright, I've stopped the watch because I think that's the border there. So I think I have made it into Slovakia. This building up ahead is kind of where I'm planning on calling the Bolt to. When I first looked on Google Maps, it says something about a cafe there. I just saw the knife and fork and thought, some sort of pub or something on the border, lovely. I'll wait in there, have a pint in the warmth, and then jump in the taxi when it's ready. Turns out, I noticed this yesterday or the day before, there's actually a casino, and it looks very kind of derelict, and actually I can see a light on, but I don't know, I'll try and figure out somewhere to wait here and call a taxi. Yep, road signs are now in Slovakian rather than German, so I am across. Alright, that's enough rambling for now. Hopefully see you in the hotel soon. Okay, I'm outside this place now. It looks like there is actually a bit of a cafe and stuff, but it looks pretty quiet and it's pretty sketchy. So I've called a Bolt. Our guy Peter is 4 minutes away. It's brilliant actually having an eSIM and being able to use your phone on the go in different countries. It's a bit of a privilege that I'm not really used to, but it is pretty fantastic in a situation like this. Right, it's 3 minutes away, so I'm going to get a jacket on and see you at the hotel. Seems pretty nice. What's that? What do you got? Bathroom in here. I think, as I said in the Portugal video, number one consideration in booking a hotel is if there's a bathtub. That's why I picked this place. Mirror, how disgusting do I look? Yeah, not too bad. Little wardrobe. Slippers and a dressing gown, lovely stuff. Nice little TV. It's a large single, small double bed. 23 Celsius, that's the important thing. Yeah, it was absolutely freezing out there by the end of the run, but now I'm back in the warmth, can wash up, relax, have something to eat, get to bed, and then run through Bratislava tomorrow. What a life. Okay, good morning. It is 4:15. I'm a little bit behind schedule. I did get up at 3:30, but then decided to have a shower, brush my teeth, and try and get ready as much as I could before actually heading out. Because I looked at the weather app on my phone,
and it's -3 degrees outside, and will be the entire time I'm running. So these videos, I think, are definitely going to be these 2 runs are definitely going to be one video. I am going to record very little, I think, today, mainly to keep my hands warm rather than holding onto the camera, and also just because I don't think I can be bothered, and I don't think there's going to be much entertaining on this route where it'll be dark. Probably like at least most of the run, or a good half of it at least. Yeah, it's pretty dark out there, so I'm not sure if the camera would even get much if I did film too much, or would just get it out every now and then when I stop. Yeah, don't really have too much of a plan. Gonna just run around whichever streets have lights and go up and down the river a little bit, and maybe try and get up near the castle in some way. Apart from that, just explore and hope for the best. Yeah, I have a feeling this is not going to be a very fun one again. But yeah, anyway, gotta do it, so here we go. Alright, it is freezing cold. I guess I just gotta start running. Oh, this is gonna be painful. This place is absolutely deserted. I'm running along the river now. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of up and down this path. So I don't think it's that long on this north bank. You can cross this bridge by foot. I think I saw someone doing it yesterday as we were driving in. So I'll definitely be doing that at some point. I think there's a park on the south side of the river, so maybe once it's a little bit brighter, I'll run over there. Actually, the park looks quite bright already. And yeah, I'll run over there, run through the park a bit, and just get the 26 miles however I can. If it weren't for the lights, I don't think I'd want to run down here, to be honest. Because the opposite bank of the and the river itself look a little bit terrifying now. Very ominous, very silent, as if like a ghost ship could just sail up it right now. Yeah, I saw when I looked out the window of the hotel room at first, I could see what I thought was just frost from the cold on the cars, but it is actually a tiny bit of snow. After about 10k, go drop my water back in the room, just 2 minutes warm up, and then head back out and do maybe like 4 segments of 10k, similar to what I did in Amsterdam, which was a much more lively city at 4-5 a.m. Absolutely no one around. Quite a bit of snow now, so the surface is getting pretty slippy. I am absolutely freezing. This is something of a town centre, I think. I'm not entirely sure because there's no foot traffic to go off. But there's 13 miles on here now. I'm going to go make my second stop back in the hotel. This is halfway, just over 2 hours, which is exactly the pace I want to be on, really. Try and be done at a reasonable time to have breakfast and wash up properly. But yeah, I might have to put my rain jacket on for this next 2 stints, because yeah, my body is just really not enjoying this at all. My wrists are completely frozen. I'm running with the sleeves wrapped around my gloves again to try and keep my fingers alive. Yeah. Let's just keep going. Okay, we've got the coat on now. She's coming up on 21 miles. We're heading out for the final stint. And if it wasn't so freezing cold, and I'm not covered in my own sweat in the freezing cold, and I've been running for 3.5 hours already, I'd be really thrilled to be walking around here. It's such a beautiful place in the snow. This path especially, the snow settled really well here compared to other places. But yeah, the snow's been falling the whole time whilst I've been running. There isn't too much, but it is quite slippy underfoot. I just went back to the hotel for the final stop and almost slipped just crossing the road to go in there, which would not have been fun. Yeah, now we're heading to this bridge. I'm going to cross the bridge. I've done so many laps up and down here essentially. I'm going to cross this bridge and then run around that park for a little bit. Try and get most of my 5.5 miles in there. And then, yeah, hopefully be done in about 4.5 hours, maybe 4:45, depending on how long my legs can last. But, yep, time to go. I guess one benefit of running under the bridge is that you got a little bit of cover from the snow. Luckily, this is the least slippy thing that I've run on for quite a while now. It's this really strange look of like wonderfully beautiful, but quite terrifying as well. Like the bridge, the other bridge there, just in the mist. Now, here is our park. This is really nice. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. But quite nice as well. I'm glad I've come here now. I wouldn't have liked running around here in the dark. That would not have been a good idea. But now that the sun's up, the sky is less grey, it's more whitey grey rather than blacky grey now. Don't think I'll be seeing the sun until today. Yeah, now that you can see where you're going, this is really quite a nice park. So, especially covered in snow. So, would recommend. Okay, heading back across the bridge now. As if for the final time, for the second time. Watch says 24.5 miles. That park served us very well there. There's no matter how old you get, there's no feeling like taking the first steps in some fresh snow. And luckily there are a few untrodden paths in there, which made for some mild entertainment. Yeah, gonna go up and down the path on the side of the river for a little bit and just get to the finish line. Back on our favourite pastimes. Going up there for about half a mile maybe, and then turn around, and that should get me near the hotel on 26 point something. So yeah, home straight. There's the castle up there. I ran halfway up the hill and then came back down, just couldn't bother. But it does look pretty nice. Back under this bridge for one last time. Oh, I'm glad this is nearly done. Running along the river. Hotel is just up there. And it looks like we have finally done it. 4 hours 24. Which is actually quicker than yesterday. Same thing happened with Belgium and Netherlands. Took it easy in Belgium. And I actually just had some delays and stuff. Having to wait around for a bit, not making any progress. And then end up running slightly quicker in Amsterdam the next morning. Oh, I'm going to let it run out just to make sure it goes over by the time we get back to the hotel. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any more videoing today because I simply cannot be bothered. So we'll end this video here, I think, with a beautiful view out over the Danube. Way more Danube. Got to see way more Danube in Slovakia than in Austria. But yeah, thank you very much
for watching this one. Going to Germany in next week, and then Denmark in February, and after that, no more winter marathons in Europe ever again, because this is horrible. But yeah, I'll hopefully get this video up soon after the Portugal one, and then hopefully the Germany one soon after that. So keep an eye out. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.